I'd hope that over time we could establish here on this program between myself and everyone who's kind enough to listen a trust that when I really like a player or I really like a person, I'm going to level with you on that. And I'm going to let you know in advance so that you don't ever wonder, maybe his judgment's a little bit colored by this or that or whatever. I really, really like Calvin Austin III. Good morning to you. Good Wednesday morning. I'm Dejan Kovacevic of DK Pittsburgh Sports. This is Daily Shot of Steelers. It comes your way bright and early every weekday if you're into hockey and or baseball. I also offer daily shots of Penguins and Pirates where you found this. The Steelers completed the first day of the third week of OTAs yesterday at the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex. I was over there for that, and afterward spent more time with Austin than I have probably with any player since the off-season workouts have become. Feel like for the first time, really, I got to know him. And wow, was he impressive. And you know what? I could sit here and talk to you about that. I could paraphrase it for you. But I'm going to do you one better and play 2 minutes of a much longer and really fun conversation that we had at his locker stall. Calvin Austin III, you have any idea how excited this city is to watch you play football?
I feel like I have a little bit just because I know I hear it a lot. And
you are.
That's going to be hard because, I feel a lot of love from this city. Anytime I see somebody that's like, man, we're excited, you're healthy, and we're excited to see you this year. But, I'm equally excited because, like I said, it's been a little minute since I've been back on that field. So really and then from just seeing all the fans at Latrobe, too, that was kind of hard too because it's like they showed so much love and support and was so excited. So just being able to get back out there is just great, and I'm super excited.
It makes you love football all the more, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
I've heard
it
that
definitely.
From athletes over the years.
There's
just nothing like being away from it that humbles you, and at the same time you go, oh man, just get me out there.
Yeah, because and sometimes in football we get into a little lull where we're like, man, I'm ready for this to be over. I need a break or something like that, but last year, man, it just made it like when I would just sometimes think, I'm like, man, like this is exactly where I want to be, what I want to be doing. Like I don't want to do nothing else in the world but play football. Like, and even when I was not being able to play, like I love it so much that I was still enjoying it. Just being able to come up to the facility, go to the games as a Pittsburgh Steeler, win as a Pittsburgh Steeler, lose as Pittsburgh. Like the whole experience was great.
Every play from last year. It's not like
100% yeah, like I was extremely tuned in. That's why I'm like I was excited just to go through that and not even play. So like imagining playing is just like that's why I just continue just to pray and just stay on top of my body and be healthy and stuff just so I can get that opportunity.
And last thing, how big a part of this offense do you expect to be? You're not the coordinator, but how much do you expect to be?
I mean, I'm a competitor. I like to compete, and I feel like thanks to God I got to be here, but one of the reasons I did was just the expectations I have for myself. So I would be lying if I said I didn't expect to have a big role, but wherever I'm at, I'm gonna expect to have a big role because I feel like I'm gonna put in that work and show the coaches and the team that I can be trusted with that role, So my thing is I just want to make plays to win and make plays to help win, whether that's blocking, catching, returning, however that looks. I just want to be a guy where they say, okay, we can count on him to help us win, whatever way that looks.
So much energy, right? That's what you get from him off the field. On the field, and I can confirm this since the team decided to pick yesterday by coincidence to put out a video of some of his workouts, he's electric. And he's not even at the point where he's putting out at 100%. That's the part that I want to stress to you today more than anything. Austin is fully healthy with the foot, as he told me, and he is fully confident that he'll be able to perform fully once the games get going. What he's doing right now in concert with the athletic trainers and the team's medical people, is he's keeping what he's doing at a certain level that's below 100%. Do not misinterpret that. And he made this very, very clear with me to mean that the foot itself isn't 100%. He's just not pushing/testing it at 100% because there's no reason to do that, because from now until a real kickoff, he has even more time and more rehab in which he can engage to get it that much stronger. I can tell you that watching him run right now, I'm not sure what he considers to be 100%. Okay, because if he's got another gear beyond what he's showing, then he might be the fastest man alive. He will be part of this offense. Whether he gets out there with the starting 11 for the first snap or not doesn't matter. How he gets utilized, heck, the more surprise there is to his utilization, the better for the offense. You don't want him to come out there in an extremely predictable, Matt Canada-like situation where you don't mind advertising to the entire planet what's going to happen on the next snap. But he will be part of this. This team, as multiple players have confirmed for me, is doing a lot of different and new things offensively. Some of those include gasp screen passes. Some of those include double gasp play action. But they'll also have jet sweeps. That's, of course, where Austin is going to come in. But he also can catch a football in the flat and run and find daylight and then just keep right on running. The Steelers have not had a player, a game breaker on offense, someone who can catch the ball from somewhere and just go since AB. If we're being honest, Juju did it a couple of times as a rookie, to be fair. But even though Juju was never known for having breakaway speed or whatever, he was just able to break big plays as a rookie, and then the knee trouble came and whatever. This team has needed this type of player for a long time. And for me to find out that he's also this type of person, yeah, that's pretty cool. When we come back, J1Q.
This segment of Daily Shot is brought to you by our good friends at Mike's Beer Bar. They're located on Federal Street, directly across from PNC Park. Mike has more than 500 beers on tap, including from more than 50 local breweries. Stop in and say hello. Tell Mike we sent you. Mike's Beer Bar.
Today's J1Q comes from Dana, who says, DK, I'm adjusting my attitude toward Matt Canada. Previously, I thought he should be shown the door. Now, I'm hopeful. Reading and hearing how things are changing, knowing he has a creative assistant, the offensive line upgrades, remembering that he'd occasionally flash brilliance in red zone plays, I still want to see proof on the field, but now I'm hopeful. Hopeful? You're a long time and loyal reader of DK Pittsburgh Sports, and that's appreciated, as I've let you know on many an occasion. And you did send this after my column went up last night regarding Canada's possible changes to the offense, some things that we're already witnessing right now in OTAs that the players have discussed openly. And I could definitely see where some of the information that's contained in that column could make someone hopeful. That is not my intent as the person who wrote it. I can tell you that unequivocally. I am as cynical and skeptical about Canada as I've ever been. I do applaud apparently trying to do something different, but there's another pattern that Canada showed through the 2022 season that I'm going to remind everyone of before they go get hopeful. And it's that he was, on the first possession of a game, a pretty good coordinator. Not that the Steelers would go marching down the field or whatever, but you would see this splash of imagination. It would just look like, hey, he was listening to everybody complain all week and look at him now. And you would see 7, 8, 9, 10 plays where you would think to yourself that there's been some eureka moment and he's figured it all out. But after that first series, never more than 2 series, you would see him just fall back into the same crap. Play after play after play. Alignments not hiding anything, no disguises, nothing clever, college level motion. And it would be like, hey, what happened? What did you just script one series this week? Is that what you did? Because that's what it looked like. So I could see where he might floor us all and the 49ers for the opening series at Acrisure Stadium, and you'd go, wow, man, Matt Canada, I can't believe I doubted him. But then later in the same quarter, you'll just see the same pattern reemerge. I am not anywhere within the solar system of hopeful about Canada. I am open-minded. And if he does, Dana, what you're hopeful about, if he does find a way to execute consistently on some of the stuff that's mentioned in the column, I'll be open-minded. I'll give credit where it's due. Got a history of doing that. I'm not about to stop it now. But hopeful? No. I appreciate the question, my man. I appreciate everybody listening to Daily Shot of Steelers. We'll do another one of these tomorrow.